everybody, so in today's video of Patrick's Figures, I did a poll asking you guys if you think I should show you guys some of my merchandise. And a lot of you guys suggested yes. So in today's video, I'll be showing you guys some merchandise that I have in my collection. I want to quickly address that none of the stuff you're seeing is stolen. Majority of the stuff is either I paid for it with my own money, or my family or my friends or family gave me these stuff. And I want to quickly address these stuff. Most of the stuff was probably given to me by friends. I'm very thankful for that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. The long tote beside me is the long tote here. All my merchandise is right here. I will also be revisiting some favorite stuff. You see that tote over there with the other stuff there? That will also be part of the video too, because if you guys didn't watch this, I did mention that stuff in the Q&A video, so I might revisit that in the video as well, if you guys aren't aware of. I do have other merchandise in here too. I mean, I have everything from action figures to posters to Funko Pops and action figures. I mean, you can definitely tell because I still have the gang, the Mystery Machine, and the villains. But yeah, so I think it's about time we just dive into some of this merchandise and let's see. So I can gonna show you guys each of the stuff, and I want to quickly address that all this stuff you're seeing is official, and yeah, my lid's kind of broken, so sorry about that. If you're wondering, I did put all this stuff in totes. Yeah, if you're wondering, I do have some other stuff around here. So I think it's about time I just show you some of the merch. Okay, I don't know where to start from, but I think it's fair I just go in and show you what I have. So the first item I have is a Scooby Doo Valentine's Day bag. This is just a very old item, but this is something that I had in my collection. But yeah, we got a Valentine's Day bag here. The next item I have is, I'm surprised that I still had this. We got a Scooby Doo mask. I know it's a little odd that these are supposed to be meant for kids, but I got a kid's face mask. And if you're wondering, it is still sealed in the packaging, and if you guys are wondering about what the packaging looks like, I will kind of show you that with some of the merchandise, but some of the merchandise does have the gang and the Mystery Machine and a bunch of villains behind here. I mean, this is just an example right here. You can see that it has the logo, it has the Mummy, the Puppet Master, the Spooky Space Coup, the Ghost, and the Snow Ghost. I do have figures of almost all these guys, except for Puppet Master. But that is, yeah, so that is the mask. So the next item I got is, technically this isn't Scooby Doo. Technically this is considerably Scooby Doo merchandise, but we got some Scoob Band-Aids. If you guys are wondering, Scoob is basically Scooby Doo. I do have a couple of items in my collection that are considerably called Scoob, but if you guys aren't aware of Scoob, it's basically just Scooby Doo. But yeah, there is some other stuff. Yeah, so this is one of them. This is the Scoob Band-Aids. There is another Scoob item in here. It's right here. This stuff is Scoob Valentine's Day cards with stickers. And we'll be also diving into a lot of other Valentine's Day cards too. But this is what behind them look like. You get these Valentine's Day cards with some stickers. It's not bad. The next item I got is more of an older item, but it is considerably birthday themed. Since my birthday was in May, I got some Scooby Doo cups. Yeah, I went to a Party Supplies and they had some decent Scooby Doo items. But usually when you picked up like birthday theme items, you usually go to Ordinal Training. And that is the one thing I do want to talk about is some of the stuff were like I got them from like different stores and stuff, but if you want a pretty good idea to get some Scooby Doo stuff, go to Ordinal Training because there is some decent stuff there. So the next item I got is some stickers. So I can't really show you some of the stickers, but this is the backside of the stickers. You do get the gang with two Scooby Doo, with his logo, some flowers, some eyes, some bones. You even have them in the Mystery Machine. And this is more of an older, you kind of look, this is more of an older logo compared to what the newer stuff is. And that's the one thing about some of these Scooby Doo items is some of the items, in terms of like the packaging, were kind of older than each other. But most of the merchandise I do see now does have more of the modern look with the gang in the Mystery Machine and the 5 villains. But this is probably one of the older logos of Scooby Doo stuff. So the next item I got is probably another birthday item. We got these, I assume these either for straws or something or rings, but you do get Scooby Doo with a Ruh-Roh sign. And you do get them in these little plastic bags. Again, I got this at a party store. I think there is one more party item in here as well. But this is what it looks like. But yeah, these are just rings. Now, the next item I got is more of a cooler item. This one I definitely got at Walmart. But we got is a Scooby Doo, I assume coin bank or something. It's a little miniature backpack. I do have something like this as like the Mystery Machine here. I could show you that real quick. But yeah, it's like right here. I'm kind of open the door right now, but here, let me show you. It's sort of like right here. Yeah, it's kind of like this. It's sort of like a miniature bag or something. But yeah, that is the Scooby Doo. It's kind of the same thing with the Mystery Machine, but it's like a miniature backpack or something. Now, the next item I got is right here. I got, another pack of Valentine's Day cards, but this one is more of the more modern logo with Scooby Doo it's basically Scooby Doo with Valentine's Day stickers. It's kind of the same thing with the Scoob ones. But if you're wondering, this is what behind it looks like. It just shows the image of just Scooby in the Mystery Machine. But yeah, you can definitely tell this is more peeked into Valentine's Day territory with a lot of the hearts and stuff. And that's what this is. It's kind of different with Scoob ones. The other thing I do have is probably, again, another pack of Valentine's Day cards. And we got these ones. And if you're wondering, this is what behind it is in. Now, if you guys are wondering, this is kind of opened up because I did use some of these Valentine's Day cards. But if you guys want to know what they actually look like, I actually have one right here. Yeah, supposedly, this is what the Valentine's Day card looks like. You're supposed to open it up. As you open it up, you kind of put, this is what it looks like inside. And inside, you do get these stickers, and I assume these are scented. Yeah, these are scented, and supposedly these smell like strawberries. But yeah, these are very nice. But yeah, the thing is with these Valentine's Day cards, you do put these little stickers on here. You put little... Yeah, the whole point is you put the stickers into the cards and then give them out to people. It's kind of like you do on Valentine's Day. You go to a Valentine's Day party, that's what they do. But yeah, that is pretty much it. Yeah, the reason why this is open is because I did use some of these cards, but hey, I think these are pretty good. Now, the next item I got is the same thing again. I went to the party supplies and we got some Scooby Doo napkins. I know it's a little odd, but there is some party stuff out there that is Scooby Doo themed, but these are the party stuff. Now, the next item I got is kind of like a collab, and I did mention this before because I have some stuff over there too, but we got some Scooby Doo Wet n Wild collab products. I personally didn't use this stuff, but I usually just keep them in packaging. But yeah, supposedly the packaging glows in the dark, and it's called Glowing Madness. And if you guys are wondering, I think you're supposed to be, crayons or UV glow face embodied crayon makeup. But yeah, you do get them in pink. I think it's red, yellow, and green. But you do have Shaggy and Scooby on front of it, and the packaging does glow in the dark. I mean, I can show you guys some of the glow, and maybe at the end of the video, I will show you some of the glow in the dark stuff. But yeah, that is pretty much it for that. But we will be not talking about more about Scooby Doo in a while because there is some other products I like that are my favorite that are inside here. So the next item I got is a lanyard. This is actually a lanyard that I used before. I do use these lanyards a lot when I collect like Scooby-Doo bag keychains and stuff. But this is what it looks like. I do have other bag keychains also here too. But yeah, this is what the lanyard looks like. You can still purchase this now, but it does have these. It does have Scooby-Doo with the orange flowers and stuff. And at the bottom here, you have this little thingy here that says the mystery machine. But the whole point of this is just to put stuff on bags. Like, if you're going to work, if you have, like, one of those tag things on, you can use that. The next item I got is... Now, this one is actually more of a recent collab, if you guys aren't aware of. But Scooby Doo actually collabed with Crocs, and we got some Crocs pegs here. Now, I want to quickly address, I do have another Scooby-Doo Croc pegs, and it's this one right here. This one is more of like a bootleg version of it, but these right here are official. These are official Scooby-Doo Croc pegs. It's the same thing like you would when you buy Crocs, you put these on them. But if you guys are wondering, there is supposed to be a mystery machine and the logo, like the Scooby-Doo Where Are You logo. It's kind of funny how the fact that we never got any of the villains as Croc pegs. I feel like that should be the next thing for Croc to do, is make villain pegs. But yeah, if you're wondering, it does have the gang on here. It does not have any of the villains. I wish we could have gotten villains. But that is pretty much it. And I do want to quickly address, I do not have the official Scooby-Doo Crocs. I wish I did to show you guys, but they are extremely expensive to get. But yeah, at least I mean, I could just wear these and that would be considered Scooby-Doo Crocs. And I do have Crocs in myself. I do have like camel ones. But yeah, that is pretty much it for the pegs. The other thing I got is pretty much just a Scooby-Doo sticker here. It says a Scooby-Doo with a row on it, on like the side here, but that's pretty much it. Now, the next item I got is, I got some air fresheners. And if you guys are wondering, I did get a recent new air freshener for the collection. And if you're wondering, this is just to gang in the mystery machine. We won't be seeing this image anytime soon, so supposedly it's the Scooby driving the mystery machine. Now, I do want to quickly address, I do have another item with this design on it, but supposedly these are air fresheners that you get for your car. I have a green Jeep. I have a green Jeep with me right now, and I do have some couple of Scooby-Doo items. One of them was supposed to be for my Jeep. You can't see it, but it's kind of like a big, a reflector or something. You put it on the glass of the car and stuff, and that's what it is. It's supposed to be, have the gang, like, in the front of it. But yeah, but these are the stickers. These are flower power, so I'm probably guessing these smell like flowers. You're supposed to scratch and sniff. I can't really smell these. Like, you're supposed to scratch and sniff, and that's what I'm doing. I mean, that's probably the sense inside the bags, but you're supposed to scratch and sniff them. That's why the little sticker's there. But yeah, that... I do want to quickly address, we do have other air fresheners in here as well, but we'll get there soon. The next up we got is a small Scooby-Doo patch. I think I have another one in here, but it is also the same thing. But this one is kind of like just the gang in the mystery machine. Oh, sorry about that, I had to drop that. But yeah, that is the Scooby-Doo patch. Now, the other item I have, it's kind of like a, this is a badge reel. This is a Scooby-Doo badge reel. it's kind of the same thing. Like, you're supposed to pull this down. I was like, you're supposed to pull this down and stuff. This will kind of go great with the lanyard. When I got this, it was with the section with the lanyards. They stopped selling it, so you only get is the lanyard, and that's it. Now, the next one I got is these. These are Scooby Doo AirPod case of the Mystery Machine. And if you're wondering, they use AirPod Pro case. So you might have to get, it says here these are for AirPods Pro. So this is just for that case in general. I do want to quickly address, I do have AirPods of Scooby Doo ones right here. I didn't really put them in my Jeep because I do listen to music a lot. But this is what it looks like. It just has the Mystery Incorporated gang here. And if you do open this up, you do get little images of the Mystery Machine here and Scooby Doo. And if you're wondering, the AirPods had this little thingy at the end because I do listen with my phone here. But yeah, I just want to quickly address, if you can't use any of these headphones for this case, you do need to get you might need to get the small bag here. This is pretty cheap. I found that at Five Below. The one thing I do want to talk about when collecting Scooby-Doo merchandise, most of the merchandise I collect is from, mostly from Cracker Barrel and FYE. But there is some stores that do get some, very small, Scooby-Doo items. Like Walmart, Five Below, they have, very small Scooby-Doo stuff. And I do see other Scooby-Doo collectors, like Scooby Addict and Scooby-Doo Camera 2. They go out and see, some interesting stuff. Most of the stuff I would probably see, if I do be very interested in getting some new Scooby-Doo stuff, that's pretty cool. I mean, if I had to count anything recently, I did pre-order these Scooby-Doo Jada Toys figures. And I'm very excited when those come in. But yeah, so anytime we dive into our next item, and, we actually have, I'm gonna show you guys this again, but it's the same thing again. We got another packet of the Scooby-Doo Flower Power air fresheners. It's the same scent as before, but this one is a different one. We got is the Scooby-Doo air freshener, and this one's from a different company, but this one is scent of coconut. And if you guys are wondering what it smells like, it does smell like coconut. I mean, with this one, compared to this one, you can kind of see that you can smell the scent immediately, but from this one, I mean, you can probably smell that one, but that is pretty much it. We will be coming back to that air fresheners too, because supposedly they re-released that pack with 3 new designs. Because with this one, you only got, as for the design, you just got the gang and the Mystery Machine. But with this one, you do have that design, but you do get Shaggy holding Scooby, and you have the gang right here. And you can see you have the Scooby-Doo logo on the bottom there. It's a little odd how the fact that they didn't put one on the Mystery Machine, but just to prove that these are official, they did put the logo on here, so these are Scooby-Doo, and it's the same scent. It's coconut. And yeah, it's the same thing. You put this in your car or Jeep. But yeah, that is pretty much it. And I do have another air freshener as well. This one is vanilla scented, and it's a lot different. It has the gang and the Mystery Machine, and it's vanilla scented. But yeah, it does smell like vanilla. It's kind of the same thing. On the front here, you just have the background being orange, but on the bottom here, you can see it can turn black. It's kind of the same thing again. I mean, I have a bunch of air fresheners, mostly a combination of vanilla, coconut, and flower power, so you would be very surprised to see, how many air fresheners I have in my collection. The next item I got is yet another pack of Valentines, but this time you got them with pencils. It's kind of almost the same thing, except you just get pencils, but And if you're wondering, this is an older logo. It's kind of like, I don't know if you can see it or not, but, yep. I'm just dropping stuff, by the way. But yeah, if you're wondering, this is the older item, like the stickers here. But yeah, these are more of like, these might be very old items, but supposedly it does have the Warner Brothers logo and with the Scooby Doo sign. But yeah, a lot of the older merchandise is, it kind of has a lot of differences. But with these, they're more of like more modern stuff. Now, the next big item I have here is, this one is a Scooby Doo, diamond painted art kit. This is actually something I do have opened up, but it doesn't have this design. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's on this side. Yeah, right there. I had to tilt the camera, but right there, you see that poster right there? That's a diamond art kit. My sister was nice enough to make this for me. And supposedly it has Shaggy holding Scooby with Scooby Doo Where Are You on the bottom. I do have the packaging to show you guys. It's kind of opened up, but you'll see that. But yeah, this is just one that's sealed. This one just has like the guys in the mystery machine. But if you kind of look on the side here, you can see that looks like Frankenstein's monster. And on this side, this looks like one of the side of the giggling green ghost. But yeah, that is pretty much it. I mean, if I just open this up, I could see what other villains they have. There might be other ones here too. I mean, that could be something I could look into. But yeah, that is pretty much it for that. Now, the next item I got is a pretty small one. I got a can hugger. If you guys are wondering, I do open these up a lot. And here, let me show you one I have opened up. And I'll even show you guys how it works. Right here it is. Yeah, I kind of do use these. I stopped using them once in a while, but this is what the can hugger looks like. It's the same thing. You take a can of soda and you just plop it in here. I think it's the whole thing. It's just to keep it fresh and stuff. But yeah, now your can is rocking with Scooby Doo on it. I think it looks pretty good. I have more than one of these can huggers, but I still think these are pretty good, and you can easily drink these. No, you can just, yeah, it's like, this is a good product. I don't know if you can still buy these or not, but these were also at Walmart, like in their birthday stuff. I'm sorry, I'm just sweating right now because I'm wearing a big hat right now, but I'm just sweating right now, but yeah, that's it for the can hugger. Yeah, I only have one hanger that's opened up. Now, next up, we got a Scooby Doo, is it Pop It or something? And supposedly with this, you're supposed to pop the things here. Like, you do, like, I don't know if you ever get those, like, Pop It things, but, like, they're, like, the thing to muse with. But this is where your key, like, you bought, like, a lanyard or something, you put this on here. But in the image you're seeing, it's Scooby Doo with a Valentine's Day card. It's the same thing before. You just pop this. Then you're supposed to pop the buttons and that's it. But yeah, the next item I got is, I got some Scooby Doo window clangs. If you guys are wondering, these are the designs. If you guys, I can open this up because I did open this up before. But supposedly with these, you're supposed to stick them onto your window here. I'll show you what each of the designs look like. But yeah, if you open this up, you do get one. I think you do get one of each. Yeah, so this is the first one you got here. So this is the image of, so behind here you have the image of the Creepy Keeper with a skull and crossbows and eyes, and you do have Shaggy holding Scooby. It's kind of odd that this is the only villain we got from these window clings, but Creepy Keeper is a good character, and we'll be taking a look at more of him during this whole video. Now, the next images I got is right here, with the gang in the Mystery Machine, with Scooby-Doo SD tags, some flowers, and Scooby-Doo himself. And the last image shows just Shaggy and Scooby running away with the words say yikes and some bats flying and some skull and a skull here. And that's pretty much it. Here, let me put them out real quick. Let me put them away real quick. Okay, sorry about that. I have a fan right next to me because I will be showing you guys some merch. Yeah, if you're wondering about the weird humming sound, I have a fan right here, so you can't, so hope you guys hear me, but I just want to quickly address there's a fan right here. And you're wondering, it is hot in this room, and I am sweating right now, so I have a can of soda and the fan here. And yes, it still has the can hugger on. So the next item I got is another patch. Again, with the older logo, but this is just a Scooby Doo patch. Scooby Doo right here, it just has the item, it just has the patches right there. But again, this is an older item here. So that is the patch. The other item I got is a Scooby Doo sticker with Ruh-Roh on it with some eyes in the background. This one just has just a blank Scooby Doo logo. It's nothing really much. And again, I do have another one of these. I do have another Scooby Doo lanyard here. I will probably get more lanyards when I get more bag clips, but this is just another one of the bag clips. Another one of these vinyl figures. The next item I got is a Scooby Doo a peeler or something. Supposedly these are a fused beat kit. I would like to try to get just one of these separate so I can do this, because I do think this would be nice to do. Like, because supposedly you can make like those little beats here. I'm making like pretty good villains and stuff. I'll probably do the same with this. But if you're wondering, there's another one of these Scooby Doo items here as well. We do have this other one. This is another fused beat set where you can just make Scooby Doo in the Mystery Machine. But yeah, that is pretty much it for this. Again, I would probably like to open these up and do like some beat kits myself. But I don't know, I'll just keep them sealed for now, but I would like to try to buy like another one of those so I can make some good stuff. Now, the next items I got are kind of a part of something. You do get some Scooby Doo. So inside here, you get some Scooby. So the one thing I got in here, I got some Scooby Doo markers here. I got some Scooby Doo markers. I got some Scooby Doo crayons. And I got, I think, 2 packets of stickers. Yeah, I got 2 packs of stickers with the gang saying Scooby Doo, Zoinks, some flowers, and the Mystery Machine. And now you're probably asking, Patrick, where do I got these from? And you're probably asking where do I got all this cool art stuff. Because there is actually something you could have gotten with this art stuff. And I'm going to get it out real quick. It's over here. Let me get it out real quick. I am sorry, I had to drop some stuff. Don't worry, I'll pick it up later. But this was the stuff that you would have gotten in with. And if you guys are wondering what this is a Scooby Doo traveling bag. And those items right here, these items in particular, you would have gotten them with this pad. And supposedly, I think this is also meant for kids where you're supposed to draw stuff on here. I think you're supposed to put it on your lap and stuff. And that's what this whole thing is. But if you guys are wondering, this is the front of it. It shows the gang and the logo in the Mystery Machine in the logo here. On the sides here, you just have some of the villains. I can definitely tell who these guys are. I mean, you can see right here, you can see that's Creeper, the Zombie, Charlie the Funland Robot, the Werewolf, the Ghost Clown, Dracula. There's a below here that's Frankenstein's Monster. As well as the Captain Keller's Ghost. If you want, sorry I have to show you some of the images again, but supposedly you go get Dracula, Zombie, the Creeper, Captain Keller's Ghost, Ghost Clown, Frankenstein's Monster. I think it's a total of, I assume 6 villains, but, well, actually 7. Yeah, 7 villains, and that's pretty much it. But yeah, this is pretty good. Like, and you have some of the classic villains on here as well. But yeah, you can definitely tell who these guys are. They're a lot different from like their images showed them, but that's pretty much it. But yeah, if you guys are wondering, I do put this pad in the back. I did have to rearrange some stuff. I put all the backs, I put the travel kit back there. But if you guys are wondering, this stuff is supposed to, all this stuff goes together. But yeah, that's pretty much it for that item. Let me just rearrange some stuff real quick before we continue on. Yeah, so now I just put my stuff out of the way. I just put my figures away a little bit, but let's continue on. I think we're almost done here. I think after this, we'll move on to my favorite stuff, and that's pretty much it. This one is I don't know if y'all remember growing this up, but this is a Scooby Doo play packet. It's a grab and go type of thing. It is official, but you do have Scooby Doo logo on here. Inside, it has a small coloring book, some crayons, and some stickers. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, the next item I got is, again, we got some Scooby Doo Valentine's Day cards, but this time with magnets. I don't know what the magnets look like, but that's supposed to be what these are. It's kind of the same thing. You do have the gang. And I don't know what the magnets will look like. Well, actually, I think that's what the magnets look like. They're just little Scooby-Doo items on it. But these are the Valentine's Day cards you would have gotten them. It's kind of funny to have ones with pencils, stickers, and magnets. But that's pretty much it. I do also have magnets as well. Over there on the... I don't know if I mentioned this in the Q&A video, but I do have some magnets over there too. I could move the magnets if I wanted to, because I do have a license plate on the bottom there. It's also magnets, so I might just put all the magnets there, but I have like the Mystery Machine, a Scooby-Doo in a tie-dye shirt, and the Munchies run. You can't really see it, but if you kind of zoom in, you can kind of see it yourself. Now, the next item I do have is, this was actually, so if you guys a little bit of a backstory, I went to Scooby-Doo Mystery Pod. I mean, you can see from the hat I'm wearing right now, but they did have merchandise for that place, and this is another item I got. This is just a bag and stuff. It just has the logo Scooby-Doo Mystery Pod. It is a good place to go to. I did make a video going there. If you guys want to see a full, it's supposed to be with me and my family, but we did go there. They had, recently they did drop a mining theme of the golf course, but originally it was just like the gang confronting some of their classic villains like Space Coup Creeper and the Ghost of Mr. Hyde. But I recommend go checking out that video. I do have photos of the golf place too. And if you guys want me to show you some of that as well, I can show you guys in a video. But I'll probably just show you just photos of them, and I'll just show you guys what they look like in like a post and stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the golf course. There was some other items I did get at the golf course too. One of them in particular, I have it right here. It is a very small Scooby-Doo snow globe here. It does work, and it does light up. Like, you do press this and it does light up. You can barely see it, but it is glowing colors. I do have it in the background here when I do videos and stuff. But yeah, that is pretty much it for that. The other item I did get is a bandana here. This is what it looks like. It just has Scooby-Doo's color as well as his whole skin. You can barely see it right now because I'm behind it, but again, this proves that there is a fan right next to me while I'm blowing wind. But yeah, that's what the bandana looks like. And I do have two more of these next. I do have the same thing again. It's like the thing I showed you before, but it's more of these puppets or something. This one, it just shows Scooby-Doo kicking a soccer ball. It's the same thing again. You pop these little bubbles here. Like, it's more like that puppet thing or something you give to kids. But yeah, you do get a lanyard. You do put that on like a lanyard and stuff. Here's another one. It's kind of the same design again. It's just Scooby holding a Valentine's Day card, but this time the thing is like a blue or color, like a shade of blue or something instead of yellow. But yeah, the other item I do have is a Scooby-Doo wallet. And if you're wondering, it's just him holding Scooby snacks, and it is tie-dye. Personally, I don't really use it. I mean, I could use it if I wanted to. I mean, I do have a wallet myself. It's just a plain black one. But that's pretty much it. We do have these little cake thingy toppers here of just the gang and stuff. And if you're wondering what they look like, it's basically... Here, I did open these up as well, but here, let me show you. It's basically, you do have the gang, where you do have, like, Shaggy with Scooby. Here's Velma. Here's, Fred. Here's a Fred. Here is, Daphne. Here's Daphne. And you do get just Scooby. You do get this version of Scooby with a big, I don't know what he's doing, like pointing at himself. You do also get just this version of Scooby. You also get this version of Scooby right here. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, you do get just Shaggy and Scooby by yourself, but yeah, that's pretty much it. For these little cake, they're like cake toppers if you're wondering. You put like on cupcakes or cakes or something, and that's what these are. Here, let me put them out real quick. So, the next item I have in terms of Scooby-Doo merchandise, I got the Scooby-Doo real sound talker. And yes, it is a bobblehead. It does work. I mean... You can kind of see it's like... I think his batteries are almost dead. But you do have a battery thing on mine here. You can kind of see it, but... I don't know. Maybe I could fix them or something. But yeah, supposedly it is an old Scooby-Doo item. It is sort of like a bobblehead and something. I think you can kind of also take this off as well. But yeah, this is supposed to be a bobblehead of Scooby-Doo, and that's it. The other thing I do have here is probably one of the other things I do collect. I got some of these vinyl bag clips here. If you're wondering, is this a duplicate of Daphne here? This is the character I got. It's Daphne. I do know there is a Series 2 out. I'm hopefully trying to get more of these. These were at Cracker Barrel. Hoping on getting more of these, but I did get a duplicate of Daphne. If you guys want to see the other ones I do have Scooby-Doo running the box of Scooby Snacks, the Mystery Machine, the logo. And I do have Scrappy-Doo, Shaggy, friend Daphne. Again, I do have Daphne in the collection. I do have a Daphne pin, so I just keep her sealed in here. But yeah, now next up, I do get some more Scooby. I think I only have it's just 3 Scooby-Doo bags, and that's it. Well, actually, that and 2 window clings. So the next one I got is a pretty big bag. This just a Zoinks Monster Burger. And basically, it's just a giant cheeseburger monster. Which really doesn't make sense why would Scooby and Shaggy being scared of this. I mean, it's just a cheeseburger. They immediately just eat it. I mean, if you don't know this, there is an episode of Pup Named Scooby-Doo where Scooby-Doo does confront a cheeseburger monster. But that's it. We do have other bags here. These are kind of the same thing. These are the same. Yeah, you do have the gang. Here's another bag here. There's actually 2 of them, but supposedly you just have Scooby-Doo driving the van with the gang in the back. These bags are the best of carrying stuff because they will break a hole or something, but that's pretty much it. Now there is other 2 items in here. We do have some Scooby-Doo window clings. This one is kind of like Scooby-Doo with Easter stuff. It just shows like Scooby-Doo with a basket with eggs and stuff. But yeah, this is more like Easter. This is more like an Easter themed one. This one is more of like a spring version, where it's just Scooby-Doo with flowers and stuff, and you see Scooby-Doo with a little bunny. But yeah, that is pretty much it for the Toad. But I don't want to end the video here because I do have other stuff in my collection. Let me get that out real quick. Okay, so next up we're on to some of my favorite stuff in my collection. I didn't show you all this in the video about the Q&A video, but I will just show you some cool little snippet with some of this stuff. So I think it's fair we continue back on with the Scooby Doo Wet n Wild collab. We got some Ruh-Roh nail polish here. It does have Shaggy and Scooby being scared, and you do have 3 of the villains here. Specifically, Frankenstein's monster, the Giggling Green Ghost, and the Mummy of Anka. I assume that's who he is. Now, the next item I got is yet another item. It is a Scooby Doo makeup bag. On this side, it just has the gang. On this side, it just has the Mystery Machine, but on this side, it does have the gang. It does glow in the dark, so maybe at the end I will show you the glow in the dark stuff. Now, the next item I got is another item from the collab. We got a Scooby Doo mirror and keychain. And if you're wondering, on behind you, you can kind of see it, but this is a mirror, and here's a keychain. It does say Scooby Doo X Wet n Wild. If you do want to see what the keychain looks like, I do have it right here. Here, let me show you. It's, right here. But yeah, this is what, let me show you what it looks like real quick. I do have it hanged up here because my sister, she used it, but this is what it looks like. I know it's a little dirty, but my sister did use this, but this is what the keychain looks like. Behind here, it just say, Scooby Doo Wet n Wild collab. I think the keychain was kind of a nice thing to get. I mean, it goes great with the mirror and stuff, but I personally like the keychain stuff. Like, it's something that you'll be very interested in getting. Now, the next item I did get is the card game here. Now, I'm not going to open this up, but I did show you guys in the Q&A video, but it is sort of like a patching, it's kind of like a pairing game. But that's pretty much it for that. Now, the next item I do have is another item that I did open up, but I don't know, I might just open this up again, but we got the Scooby Doo Guess Who card game. It does have a bunch of the villains on here as well. It says here, featuring 20 Scooby-Doo's infamous villains, including the Mysterious Stranger, Wax Tandem, the Creeper, and more. Again, I wish they could have swapped one of the villains with Space Kook, because Space Kook is an infamous villain. Yeah, so if you guys are wondering about the... oh, I did open this up. I do think this is better than the pairing game, but here's all the villains that you can get. Supposedly with this game, you're supposed to guess the villain that you have, like your favorite card, but you do have... So here's the villains that you can get. You can get Ghost Clown, Kingston, or aka the Ghost of Elias Kingston, Dracula... there's a little upside down, but we got is the zombie. You do have the Ghost of Redbeard, the Ghost of Mr. Hyde, the Zeb Witch, the Wax Phantom, the Ghost of Captain Colored, the Mummy of Anka, we got the Funland Robot, or Charlie the Funland Robot, the Wolfman, Frankenstein's monster. We got the Creeper. We got the Creepy Keeper. We got the Mysterious Stranger, aka the Puppet Master. We got the Snow Ghost. The Giggling Green Ghost. And finally, the Headless Horseman and the Sea Demon. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, they're kind of the same thing with the other cards, because you do get 3 sets of the same villains. The only difference is the outside of the card is a different color, specifically orange, light green, and blue green. But that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it for that. I think this is a pretty good game to get. You do get it for about like $10, but you do think it's pretty good. You also will get pretty interesting cards, but again, sorry, but Yeah, I wish that one of the villains were Space Kook. They do show you the image of Kook. He's supposed to be, this guy right here. You can't kind of see it, but it's a dark image there of Space Kook, I assume. But I wish they could have swapped one of the villains out with him, and that would have been better. But yeah, so next thing I do have is another sticker book. We could show you that. I can show you this guys too, but we do have a sticker booklet here. And if you guys are wondering, there is an image. There is a puzzle based on this image here. Supposedly it has Dracula, the ghost, the green ghost, the zombie, the creeper, the and Spooky Space Kook with the gang in the middle here. And it does have glow-in-the-dark stickers. I will probably show you some stickers here. This one right here, it does show the zombie, the ghost clown, Frankenstein's monster, and Shaggy and Scooby being scared. You do get a face of the creeper here. This one has the creepy keeper, Dracula, the caveman, and the witch doctor, and Shaggy and Scooby getting scared. There is another one. Let me find them real quick. Oh yeah, you do have the gang and the mystery machine and some sticker pads. Oh yeah, here's the other one. So this one does have the Puppet Master, the Green Ghost, the Captain Colors Ghost, and the Sea Demon. You can't see it, but it's up there. You do get the logo, Scooby Doo, where are you? Again, I will probably show you at the end all the glow-in-the-dark stuff. I'll probably sort out what stuff glows in the dark, what stuff doesn't. You do have, now this is another item. We do have some of the Culturefly popsicle melts. I do think these are pretty good. I do know there is smaller ones available now. I would like to try to get those, but it's just the little miniature huggers are kind of like this. You do get 2 chases with him. This one's Space Kook and the other one's Scooby Doo. I know this one's a glow-in-the-dark one. That one's more like a different color version of Scooby, but the character you could have gotten is Scooby Doo, Shaggy, Space Kook, Charlie the Funland Robot, the Ghost Clown, and the Ghost of Captain Colored. Over here, you can kind of see it or not, but I don't know if I can kind of zoom in or not. But you can kind of see it from right there. You can see it right there. You can see that's the Ghost of Captain Colored, the Ghost Clown, and my custom one. I will probably go after Funland Robot since he's probably the only one left. But I did try to find Space Kook, Shaggy, and Scooby because I would like to try to complete the set. I might just try to complete the set of the smaller ones, and that's pretty much it. Now, the next thing I still have is my Scooby Doo journal. If you guys are wondering, I did show you guys more of a deep dive into this one, but if you guys are wondering, this is the inside of what the notebook looks like. You have the gang, you do have the gang on the bottom with some villains. You can kind of see it or not, but supposedly it has the Headless Horseman, the Black Knight, the Sea Demon, the Creepy Keeper, Creeper, Captain Color's Ghost, Spooky Space Kook, Frankenstein's Monster, Dracula, Ghost Clown, and the Wolfman. It does have the same thing with the notebook. You do get little images of the gang on top with the mystery machine. On the back here, you do have the gang, Shaggy Scooby chilling in the back seat. And on front, you does have the gang being scared. But that's pretty much it. This one's also a pretty good item of mine. This is the Scooby Doo Encyclopedia. This is probably my favorite book I got, as well as my favorite Grail item. Supposedly it does have a lot of the classic villains here. I highly recommend people picking this up. I know you can buy it on Amazon for $7, which is not bad of a deal. But I recommend just getting it. I'd rather get another one of these and just keep this in my collection. But yeah, if you are a big Scooby Doo fan and you like reading books, get the Encyclopedia because it's nice. This one is also a pretty good item. This is actually a Scooby Doo puzzle with a tin and a poster. This is what one side of the poster looks like. It does have the gang and the mystery machine and the silhouette of the green ghost. This side you have the Ghost Clown and Creepy Keeper. On this side you have the Creeper and the Zeb Witch. Inside of here you do have the puzzle right here. And inside you do have the puzzle of what it looks like. This one I'll be a little more careful of because the poster's on the rim here. I don't know why, but they keep the poster on the side of the rim. But this is what it looks like. You do have the Shaggy Scooby being scared. You do have Captain Color's Ghost, the Black Knight, the Ghost Clown, the Creepy Keeper, the Zeb Witch, the Green Ghost, and the Creeper. It's kind of the same thing with some of the merchandise I do have now. Most of it has like the gang with like Shaggy and Scooby being scared, but you do have some of the villains on the side. I can show you some couple of images of that. But if you're wondering what it's supposed to look like, I still have the shirt here or not. It's a shirt that you can actually pick up for yourself. I don't know if it's like in here or not, but supposedly let me show you guys what it looks like. Oh, sorry, it's these drawers I'm carrying, it has all the other stuff in here. Yeah. There you go. But yeah, this is what the image is supposed to look like. It's supposed to have like Shaggy and Scooby in the center, but you have the villains surrounding them. Specifically these ones. But yeah, that's pretty much it. This image is similar to the puzzle tin. And I'm sorry to show my, sorry about that. It's just the jet drawer here has a lot of the other games and stuff. If you want me to, we are going to show you guys some other puzzles and games here too. And that's the one thing about my favorite items. Most of the items are also like games and puzzles I have. But I will probably show you guys them as well. I'll probably just show you like a very snippet of everything, like these both puzzles here. Again, if you guys have a good suggestion, I could open these up and show you each of them one by one, but we do have Scooby Doo Spanish Bingo here. Supposedly this is a Spanish Bingo game. The other thing I do have is the Scooby Doo Munchkin game. I did mention this before in the video when I talked about the Shibuki and stuff. But that's pretty much it. And the last item, I think is probably one of my favorite puzzles. We have the 1,000 piece puzzle of Scooby-Doo surrounded by villains. You can kind of see, but this is the whole puzzle, what it looks like. You can see it has almost all of the villains from Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? The only exception is you do get the Headless Horseman, the Creepy Keeper, the Sea Demon, and the Shibuki character. But yeah, if any puzzle would be my favorite, it would be this one. But yeah, this is what I was going to show you. But on top of the puzzle, you do get some of the villains here. Specifically, the Snow Ghost, the Ghost, the Space Kook, the Puppet Master, and the Mummy of Anko. On the side here, it just shows the same thing with the gang and the Mystery Machine, as well as the villains here, as well as the logo. But that is pretty much it for the video. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. That's all of the merchandise. And if you guys want to see what about... So, I think it's about time I show you some of the Scooby-Doo glow-in-the-dark stuff. I might have to pause the video here, but I will show you what each of the stuff glows in the dark. And I'll show you them one by one. Okay, hi everybody. So, I do want to let you know this is continuing of the whole Scooby-Doo merchandise video, but... we are going to take a look at some glow-in-the-dark items. I did show you guys before this, but I did say we're going to, at the end of the video, I will show you the glow-in-the-dark effect. So, the plan is, I'm going to show you what each of these characters are going to look like glow-in-the-dark. So, this is what so, I'll show you what they look like. So, first of all, we got our sticker book here, so, I'm just going to do this real quick, and... You can't see it, but you kind of can't see it, but I'm going to turn on the flashlight real quick. Okay, so... Yeah, so the stickers look like? Well, this is what they look like. Yeah, so they do glow in the dark. If you guys want to know what the other stickers will look like when they're glow in the dark, here's the other pack that does glow. Yeah, so these do glow in the dark. So that is the first item that glows in the dark. The other item we have is this. We have our Scooby Doo makeup bag, so it does glow in the dark. Let me just do this real quick. Yep, it does glow in the dark. Right here it is. So this is what the bag looks like when it glows in the dark. I'm surprised that you can see it through the melt from the plastic there, but that's what it looks like when it glows in the dark. The other item we do have finally, we do have these glow in the dark, glow face and body camera set. You can't really glow in the dark with them, but just to make sure they do not. Well, I'm gonna open these up and I'm gonna open these up and I'm gonna see for myself if these do glow in the dark. Okay, so I did take these crayons out of package here. I assume they do glow in the dark. I think the ghost does. So just in case, I'm just going to turn... So, I'm going to do this real quick. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. I thought these crayons would glow in the dark. Yeah, I thought the crayons would glow in the dark. They did say these crayons are supposed to glow in the dark, but I don't know if they were just lying, but I don't know if these crayons do glow in the dark. If they do glow in the dark, let me know. There is a packaging behind here too. Maybe it does glow in the dark. No, but the cool thing is with the plastic here, look, you can make it look like the eyes are glowing. But yeah, that is pretty much it. I started to open up these crayon sets, but I was trying to see these glow in the dark. Clearly, they did not. But if they do glow in the dark for you, that's okay. That's okay. I will put the crayons back. So this is just the glow in the dark portion of the video. I'm sorry it's a little dark right now, but I did promise you guys I was going to glow in the dark, so the next clip you're going to be seeing is just going to be me entering the end of the video, so thank you so much for watching this. So yeah, that is pretty much it for all of the merchandise. Right here is all of the merchandise right here. I know it looks like in a big pile, but yeah, that's pretty much it for all the merchandise. But yeah, this is all of the merchandise I collected over the years. I will be very surprised to see what new merchandise I do pick up. Some of them are my favorites, some of them aren't, but I do think all the merchandise is pretty good. The reason why I don't show you a lot of my merchandise is usually on the bottom there. Like, I put all the shelves on the bottom there. You don't really see this too often. I do have some other open stuff as well. Like I have open stock boxes as well, because there's some stock boxes in there that look pretty good. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys think I should take a look at some of these Scooby Doo games, let me know in the comments, but that's pretty much it for the video. I will probably show you guys the glow-in-the-dark items, specifically these 3 items here. But yeah, I might show you guys that. Probably tonight. But I hope you guys do enjoy the video. So this is all of the merchandise right here. But yeah, that is pretty much it for the video. Hope you guys do enjoy this video. It's a very big, long one, but I do show you guys all of the Scooby-Doo items that I have in my collection currently. Again, if you guys are interested in me reviewing a lot of these Scooby-Doo games on the bottom here, let me know in the comments, and I'll do that for a video. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.